Hello everyone, my name is Amit Kumar and today I am here to present the startup ecosystem of Beijing. So according to Startup Genome, Beijing's ecosystem is ranked number 4 in the world, and Beijing is the capital of People's Republic of China. So let's begin. So our first slide is roles of public leaders and government. So Chinese government China is governed by people's like Chinese Communist Party. It is the founding party of China. Mao Zedong founded the Republic of China in 1940s. And here the major thing which is driving China is the government, as what government follows top to down approach. Like if it has something, the major force which is driving China forward is its government, as there is only one party system, and that's it. So how China became number 4, Chinese ecosystem, Beijing ecosystem become number 4 in the world is not built overnight, but built through the decades of effort from Chinese government, state-owned enterprises, their universities, and many other stakeholders. So once China was world's factory, now it is on the way to becoming number 1 economy in the world, like in terms of GDP, and it's a superpower. So how it began in 1978, the Chinese leader Deng Xiaoping lured foreign investment and by introducing an open door policy. So let's watch a video that will explain everything.
China was emerging from its Cultural Revolution as one of the world's poorest nations. Its revolutionary leader, Chairman Mao, had just died in 1976. And his ideological drive to enforce his brand of communism left the country's social and cultural institutions devastated, and the economy in tatters. 88% of people were living in absolute poverty. China's economy was just 5% of the United States', and its GDP per capita was the equivalent of Zambia's. Fast forward 40 years, and China is unrecognisable. It's the world's second biggest economy, with GDP per capita up 50-fold. 700 million people have been lifted out of poverty, and its share of the global economy has gone from 1.8% in 1978 to 18.2% in 2017. So how did one of the world's poorest countries become a global superpower in just 4 decades? The death of Mao Zedong in 1976 brought with it radical changes for the Chinese Communist Party and the nation. When Deng Xiaoping became a key player in China's leadership in 1978, he embarked on a reform initiative aimed at opening up the economically and politically isolated People's Republic of China. He helped establish formal diplomatic ties with the United States and began opening up China to the world. From the years 1949 to 1978, only 200,000 Chinese citizens had travelled overseas. In 2017 alone, Chinese citizens made 130 million overseas trips, and 139 million foreigners journeyed to China. But most importantly, Deng Xiaoping radically shifted China's economy. Its 4-decade-long economic boom was built on embracing capitalism and encouraging private business, in stark contrast to the poorly managed state-run enterprises led by Mao. As multinational companies flocked to China, it quickly became the world's manufacturing hub, and growth became and still remains the Chinese Communist Party's #1 priority. Deng Xiaoping changed the face of China forever. His successors have maintained his push for growth and his mantra of socialism, but with Chinese characteristics. And now President Xi Jinping is embarking on his own raft of ambitious plans. His One Belt, One Road initiative hopes to create a global trade network with China at its centre. And his increasingly bullish foreign policy could see him muscle out the United States as the key economic and military power.
All right, so in this video, we have watched how their journey started from 1978 and where they are. So, like open door policy, they attracted foreign businesses by like creating social economic zones. They also encouraged public private investment as well, and they like government also invested a lot in the companies. The Chinese also government also facilitated like guidance funds. And so next is the collaboration between the central. This is will not be possible without the collaboration, as it is one party state, so everything is accompanied by the Chinese Communist Party. Central, provincial, local government played a like very good role, and now it is on its transformation from uh, like towards the digital transformation, which is the main target of the government organizations. So let's move to the next slide. China is like as discussed in the video by Australian ABC channel. So they have already notified about Mr. Xi Jinping, what is his vision and how he wants to do it, how it wants to move forward. So China is a closed ecosystem. That means Chinese government doesn't allow foreign players like Facebook, Google, Twitter in China. They have made their own like uh, versions of these to like, and there is no competition from foreigners. So it's quite good for the local players for these services. And government also is promoting made in China for like services as well, like tech innovation. They have fueled it through incubators, tax rebates, and innovation funds. So Chinese government is trying its best to become the number one economy in the world. And the investors, they vigilantly followed government policies. So that's why they have made their headquarters in Beijing itself. The most Fortune 500 companies have their headquarters in China now, Beijing specifically. And like whichever sector government favors, they allow the money to be like investors follow the government's path as the government favors it. So next thing is they do like they're continuously working on towards the infra. They have bullet trains, they have good roads, everything. And they are also attracting foreign talent. So the Zhongguancun, the Silicon Valley of China, have 10 license office outside China. So they're trying their best. So government policies and schemes. Our next slide is China is on the way to becoming from manufacturing hub to the tech hotbed, and it is mainly driven by the government policies, like to increase the trust of foreigners, like foreign investors or foreign start talent in China. They have reduced the minimum number of days uh, to start up. Like earlier it was 31 days to register a company. Now it is being reduced to 9 days. And their 5-year plans, as we discussed before, they have rolled out tax and they have incorporated incubation facilities. also to accelerate and facilitate startups. And China has also like introduced policies which uh, takes care of like minority investor protection. So earlier it was ranked 132 in the world. Now, as they have implemented new policies, it is being ranked 28th by World Bank. So let's move to the next slide. Culture at large. So Beijing is quite unique. You will find lots of international community over there, and with the Chinese. And Beijing is a has a headquarter of Fortune 500, and most of investors' head offices are there. And their uniqueness is one of the coffee culture, coffee incubation center, the co-working spaces, how like where you can go and talk and synergize with other startup owners, and how like you can get positive motivation from how they are doing by talking to them, by getting their vibes. And the mindset of Chinese people is like it has been made try fast, fail fast. So though it they are willing to take higher risk. So uh, let's take example like if if I am hired at this place and I don't think that this is I will try everything to excel at my work. I will not worry about uh, anything. I will take risk because I can find work anywhere as well. There are a lot of companies here in Zhangjiakou. And the other important thing is 996 working hour system. The Chinese people work on the weekends as well. So 996 is 9 to 9, 6 days a week. So they only get one off, like Sunday off or any other business day. So let's move to the next slide. Success stories. So Beijing, in only Beijing, there are 82 unicorn startups. So in India, there are only 32. So they are quite successful in bringing the startup ecosystem, and they are doing great at it. So let's watch one more video that will cover up the success stories.
Is home to 125 unicorn startups, making it the country with highest number of unicorn startups. Majority of people in China and even outside China use the services of these startups at least once or twice every day. If you're wondering what a unicorn startup is, then here's a textbook definition. A unicorn is a privately held startup company valued at over 1 billion US dollars. The term was coined in 2013 by venture capitalist Alan Lee. In this video, you'll see a list of top 10 most valued unicorn startups in China. Number 10. WeBank. WeBank is a private Chinese neobank founded by Tencent, Baiyuan, Lai Group, and other companies. Tencent is the single largest shareholder with an estimated 30% ownership. WeBank estimated valuation is approximately 9.2 billion US dollars. Startup number 9. Jidaibao. Jidaibao is a Chinese peer-to-peer platform for borrowing and lending money. In Chinese, it translates to borrowing treasure. It provides matching, registration, collection, and other services for small loan. As of 2019, it is valued at 10.7 billion US dollars. Startup number 8. Lianjia. Lianjia, formerly called as HomeLink, is a Chinese real estate brokerage company founded in 2001. As of 2019, Lianjia has 51 subsidiaries, all related to real estate services such as long-term rental apartment development, real estate financing, or decoration. 7. DJI. DJI is the world's leading manufacturer of commercial unmanned aerial vehicle, commonly known as drones. used for aerial photography and videography. It also designs and manufactures camera gimbals, action cameras, camera stabilizers, flight platforms and propulsion systems, and flight control systems. The company was founded in 2006 by Frank Wang and is valued at 15 billion US dollars. Startup number 6, Kuaishou. Kuaishou is a Chinese video sharing app developed by Beijing Kuaishou Technology Limited. It has topped the Google Play Store. It is often referred to as Kwai in overseas market. It is valued at 18 billion US dollars. Startup number 5, Kainiao Smart Logistics Network Limited. Kainiao Smart Logistics Network Limited, formerly known as China Smart Logistics Network, is a Chinese logistics company launched by Alibaba Group jointly with 8 other companies. It is valued at 20 billion US dollars. Startup number 4, Lufex. Shanghai Lujiazhou International Financial Asset Management, popularly known as Lufex, is an online marketplace for trading of financial assets. It was founded in 2011 by China Ping An Group and is valued at 30 billion US dollars. Startup number 3, Didi Chuxing. Didi provides app-based transportation services including taxi hailing, private car hailing, social ride sharing and bike sharing, on-demand delivery services, and automobile services including sales, leasing, financing, maintenance, fleet operations, electric vehicle charging, and co-development of vehicles with automakers. It was founded in 2012 by Qing Wei and is valued at 51.6 billion US dollars. Startup number 2, ByteDance. ByteDance is a Chinese internet technology company founded by Zhang Yiming in 2012. ByteDance started out as a news recommendation engine and gradually evolved into a platform delivering content in a variety of formats such as text, images, Q&A posts, microblogs, and videos. ByteDance acquired social media startup Musical.ly and combined it with Douyin into a single application under the name TikTok. ByteDance is valued at 78 billion US dollars. And number 1, the most valued unicorn startup in China is Ant Financial. Ant Financial Service Group, formerly known as Alipay, is an affiliate company of the Chinese Alibaba Group. Ant Financial is the highest valued fintech company in the world and the world's most valuable unicorn startup. As of 2019, it is valued at 150 billion US dollars.
So this was the success stories of, like, most of these startups are started in Beijing itself. So let's move. So Beijing is also home to like Google, Intel, AMD, Oracle built their Chinese headquarters in Beijing, and there are more than 20,000 high-tech enterprises and startups are there. And Beijing is home to like Lenovo, like their local, their laptop or computer company. Let's move next. So capital sources available, like Beijing have an active presence of top VC investors, like Zanfund, Squacia, Chinese Venture Capital, Hill House Capital, GSR Ventures, and IDG Capitals. We can click on the link, on the hyperlinks that will open the contacts on the Crunchbase website. So presence of these VCs ensures that startups have financial ability and network to quickly scale. Education institutions play a major role in any startup ecosystem. So Zhongguancun success stems from the high-tech talent flowing from Peking University and Tsinghua University. These are the top 2 universities of China, and the talent coming out from here is equipped with startup mindset. And there are 40 more universities in the whole Haidian district. In the Zhongguancun area, comes in Haidian district of Beijing state province, and there are like 200 national research institutes present, 67 state level laboratories are there, and more than 10 automated artificial intelligence labs are set up there. So startup can any startup like startup founders came from these education hubs. Even whenever they need like good tech talent, it is also there. That's why Zhongguancun is called the Silicon City of China. So the industrial association present are there, like Tsinghua Holdings, a university-owned entity which fosters ecosystem in which academia, industry, research collaborations, and it has commercialized 56 national key scientific achievements and contributed to 62 technologies. The BAT, Baidu, Alibaba, Tencent. These are the Chinese version of FAMGA, Facebook, Apple, Microsoft, Google, Amazon. 80% of Chinese startups are at some time get funds from bad companies. And once they reach 5 billion in valuation, and there are more associations which we got from Startup Grind website. Like Startup Grind, Beijing is also an association present. And Networking Matters, Beehive, Ladies Who Tech for women entrepreneurs, ACYA, Australia China Youth Association. So these are some associations which are present in the Beijing for promoting startups. Let's move to the next slide. As we discussed, the BAT. Baidu is a local like Chinese Google. As Google is banned there, Baidu provides the search engine stuff there. Tencent is their social media, their Facebook, and Alibaba Group, as we all know, it was world's #1 e-commerce platform, and now it supports new startups and the ByteDance, the TikTok owner ByteDance. So these 4 digital players fund and they also accelerate the other startups. So these are some examples of companies funded by Alibaba Group, like Weibo, Ding, like there are a lot of them. So there are 12 successful accelerators and incubators we found in Beijing. One is Lenovo Capital Incubator Group, Dazzling Star. These are like, and Innove is like state-owned incubator where any startup can come and get mentoring. And so Happy East Capital, there is like, let's open Innove. This is the website, how like they help you survive in China. And the Innove guy is who is managing Innove is from Germany. I have watched some of his videos. So there are many incubators present in Beijing. Let's move next. So we can, if you have any questions, like you can ask. Or thank you for watching.